Hey guys, and welcome back to this week's video. Today I'm going to go through my N64 top 10. Let's hit the intro. Now this was the hardest one I've done so far. So I've done the NES and I've done the Super Nintendo. For me, going through the N64 top 10 was the hardest one I've done so far. It's another console that I grew up loving, playing lots of N64 games. I've got a few here behind me. And so this is my childhood top 10. There's going to be a few games that you guys might have differently in your top 10, and I know one will be Zelda. So Zelda does not feature in any of my top 10s. I was never a Zelda gamer. I was always more Mario myself. Well, I'll go through my top 10 now. Leave down in the comments what your top 10 would be, and let's hit number 10. So, number 10. South Park. So South Park was a comedic first-person shooter released on the N64 in 1998. Now this one, I actually don't have this game. I still don't have this one. And this was one that brings back a few memories of my mates coming round. My friend Jimmy, he brought some of his games around to play. And South Park was one of those games that he had, and we had some great times playing South Park. I don't know, just one of those games that it was fun, it was funny, it was different. And South Park was a big thing then at the time. It still is now. You know, the series is still going, but it's not something I watch these days.
Somebody's baking brownies.
But I had great times playing the game. So that was number 10.
Hey, you want a piece of me? Hi, Chef.
Hello, children. Did you hear the news?
What news?
A big comet is headed our way. It's gonna cross paths with the Earth, and when it does, all kind of crazy, spooky stuff is gonna happen.
Spooky like how?
Spooky like you better get your asses indoors, children. I'm not kidding. Our lives are in danger.
What the hell was that about? Man, Chef is weird. Well, I guess I better find the other guys. I'm gonna pick you up! Piece of... Kick ass! Sweet! Ah, kick ass! Hey, dummy, I'm over here! Sweet! Hey, cut that out! Hey, dummy, I'm over here! This is seriously f***ed up! Ah, kick ass! Over here! Damn turkey! Hey, stupid! About time you made it! Ah, you dirty I'll get you for that! Oh, shit! It's about time you made it! Sweet!
How's the fight against the visitors, children?
Not good, Chef.
Why not?
Because the visitors keep dropping cows on us.
Children, don't you know anything? That's the oldest alien trick in the book.
Ooh!
Sure it is. Those visitors are doing everything they can to keep you away from that mothership. That's where all the little ships are coming from.
Damn, those aliens are clever. Kick ass! Kick you in the nuts! Sweet! Howdy ho! Out of my way,
pop on your
you
dick.
want a piece of me?
Number 9. Super Smash Brothers. Now, I didn't play this one a lot when I was younger, but Super Smash Brothers, the whole genre, from the very first release on the N64, it's a crossover fighter released in 1999, and it really built a franchise for another great franchise for Nintendo, and has continued on Nintendo platforms over the years. Will we see another one on the Switch too? Who knows? But what a great game. It had several different characters from Pokemon, from Mario, and Zelda, Kirby, and obviously those characters grew over the series, but for where it all started, this was a fantastic one. Let's roll some footage. So that is number 9.
Team.
Moving on, another fantastic franchise that started on the N64, Mario Party at number 8. So Mario Party was a party video game, says it in the title, doesn't it? It's one of those games that you can play over and over again. It won't get repetitive, because every time you play it, it's going to be different. So you would pick, I think, one of 8 characters, and you would play a board game on the N64, so to speak, with lots of mini games that you could play against the either other players or against the computer in 4-player mini games, and it was great fun. It really was fantastic, and it has become one of the best series on Nintendo's platforms over several years, right up to the current one, Mario Party Jamboree. And you have loads of different style boards that you go round, and it has loads of little tricks and battles and things like that you come across. My go-to character was always Yoshi, and I just, one of those games that stays with you forever. That it was a fantastic game when it first released, and they later released Mario Party 2 and 3 on the N64. That shows how well it was received. We've just got Mario Party 1 in at number 8. Will the other 2 feature on the top 10? let's go to the next one. So in at number 7. Number 7 is Perfect Dark. Now this is a game created by Rare. It's a first-person shooter that was released in 2000. And it's another one that brought a competition to GoldenEye. Now, I much preferred Perfect Dark over GoldenEye because I was never a James Bond fan. And I know how popular the GoldenEye game was and still is today. Obviously, having that re-release on the Nintendo Switch. But for me, it was Perfect Dark, and I think where I really grew to love Perfect Dark was when they released it on the Xbox 360, which was with Perfect Dark Zero. And
What's the target location?
Me and my friend Craig and my brother Kyle, we had hours of fun playing Perfect Dark, particularly when in the, I think it was the killer mode, where you would all be skeletons and you'd have to hide in different places to try and avoid the skeletons. I loved that game. It was absolutely brilliant, and I got the N64 version a lot later as a gift, and I loved it just as much as the Xbox 360 one. It was a fantastic game. Really enjoyed playing through the missions, and yeah, it was a fantastic game to play, and it was one I preferred over GoldenEye, that's for sure, not being a James Bond fan. So that was it. Number 7, Perfect Dark. What a brilliant first-person shooter game that was. And there was going to be a new release on the Xbox Series X for Perfect Dark, and unfortunately they cancelled it, and I'm absolutely gutted with that they cancelled it. I hope they revive it at some point, because it really was a great franchise.
Holy.
We're getting a positive reading. The internal hub is nearby. You're on the same floor as Cassandra's office.
There's someone here. Oh my God.
Next up is number 6. So number 6 is Pokemon Stadium. Now, Pokemon Stadium was a strategy game released in 1999 to coincide with the Pokemon games that were released on the Game Boy, where you could insert an adapter into your controller, and you could plug in your red, yellow, and blue, or green if you lived in Japan, and you could use your Pokemon on the Pokemon Stadium game, and it was the first 3D Pokemon game brought to life, and it was a brilliant game, absolutely brilliant game. Very much in the terms of like when you go through red, yellow, blue, green, like going through the gyms. So this had like a gym system, and then you go up through the gyms, go up through the Elite Four, and so on, so on. Really, really good game. But it also had a load of different other bits to go with it, and the one that I tended to play the most was the mini games. So the mini games, myself, again, my brother Kyle, and my cousin Andre used to spend lots and lots of times playing these games. You had the missions going up through the battles, and all of those mini games, and some of those mini games were so fun. The Clefairy one, I love that. That was brilliant. But the favourite one for me was the Lickitung game. I really loved that. I really enjoyed the Lickitung game. But it has some great games. The Rattata Run. You had the Ekans Hurl, getting it on the Diglets. Really unique style games, which were really fun to play, and it wasn't just about button mashing. Obviously, with the Clefairy, it was all about using your memory and trying to remember which way you went and things like that. Yes, we had hours of fun playing that. It was really, really good. They later released the Pokemon Stadium 2, which I also picked up, and had another number of mini games, or different mini games to the ones from the original ones, and you were then able to play gold and silver games that were released on the Game Boy on Pokemon Stadium 2, and the cart was actually in a gold and silver colour, which was again really unique. Fantastic game. Could have gone up higher up the list, but there is a few more games that I enjoyed just that little bit more.
It's a one-hit wonder.
헤이 왔어!
start now with the top 5. So number 5, the kart racer that started it all, Super Mario Kart. Obviously it released on the Super Nintendo first, and it was a must-buy when the N64 released. So that came out with the console in 1996. I think it released in 1987 in Europe. Again, another adaptation to the Super Mario Kart game and bringing a new dimension to Super Mario Kart with the 3D graphics, and it has some great level designs. One of my favourites is the one with the train. That was a brilliant level. Really enjoyed that one. And it also brought back again the battle mode. So different maps, and obviously this time you had loads of different 3D maps where you could go up ramps and things like that, which was really brought it to a different level design than where it started to go. Was really enjoyable to play. Did I enjoy it as much as the Super Nintendo one? Probably not. But thoroughly enjoyed playing the game. Again, another one that was a great multiplayer. Hours of fun. Next up is number 4, and that is Pokemon Snap. Now this was a unique game. Nothing ever, I've never seen anything like it at the time. on any console. This was a photography game. Really brought a unique style to Pokemon and a different way of playing. So you were a young investigator called Todd, and you were tasked with not filling the Pokedex like you normally would, but taking pictures of Pokemon in their unique habitats. And it had several different levels, starting with the beach, and you work your way up, finding exits and things and releasing new entrances by the things you were doing. So you would try and beat, each time you went back into the level, you would try and beat your high score for your photo. And as you go through the levels, you get given different things. You get an apple, you get a Pestable, and then the Poke Flute. And each thing creates different things that the Pokemon do. So, like, apples could bring them out the grass, or Pestables could knock them over and make them dizzy. And the Poke Flute used to wake up Snorlax, or make a Pokemon dance. And it has some great level designs. You had the beach, you had the cave, you had the river, you had the volcano, just to name a few, and then you finished up with the Rainbow Land, or the Rainbow Road, and finding Mew. Another game that you could play over and over again. It would be different every time, and that competitive side of your own competitive side of trying to beat your own photos and get the best photo you could possibly take. And I think that's what made it so enjoyable. It was so different to any other game that released on the N64. And being a big Pokemon fan at the time, it was a must buy when it came out. And I have since bought the new Pokemon Snap released on the Nintendo Switch, which again was another fantastic game. The graphics on that are massively different and hugely different to the original. Obviously, such a generation gap between the N64 and the Switch, and the graphics they're incredible on that one. But we're playing it on the N64. It was such a great game, so fun. And you had loads of different tasks to do. I think towards the end that you had to take pictures of signs that looked like Pokemon, and finding different entrances to find different levels. A really unique game of its time.
Pikachu!
as you can see, a few level designs, and even then, like the graphics on some of the Pokemon were really good. You can see the fire horses of Rapidash running through the volcano level, really, really, really good. Again, hours of fun. So next up is number 3, and that is a WWF game. So it's still WWF at the time, and that, for me, the best WWF game on the console by a mile. There was a few, WrestleMania 2000. There was also other wrestling games like WCW Nitro and a few others for WCW. There was ECW Wrestling. But the one that topped it all for me was WWF No Mercy. That game was unbelievable. First of its kind, that you can create your own characters. Really good story mode to it. The only one flaw to WWF No Mercy was there was a glitch in the actual game where when you save it sometimes it would wipe your whole system when you came back to it, and that was the only thing that frustrated us when we were younger. Even saving it, sometimes it would save and be okay, and other times you save it, you come back to it and the game would be gone. You'd have to start all over again, which was very frustrating. But in terms of the actual game, the gameplay, obviously nothing compared to what the graphics are today in some of the these wrestling games. But it was the one that, for us, that started it all, enjoying wrestling games with WWF No Mercy. Myself and my brother playing that a lot. We constantly battling against each other and trying to see who was the best. But again, another fantastic game on the N64.
cooking. It's cooking.
So moving on to number 2, we're getting closer to that number 1 spot, and I don't think it'll be to anyone's surprise that this is number 2 even not number one, but it just misses out on that top spot just by a fraction, and that is Super Mario 64 in at number 2. And platformer released in 1996 when the N64 released, and that was one of the packing games for the console, and it took Super Mario to a different level, playing 2D games on Super Nintendo with Super Mario
Peach.
1, 2, 3 and World. This one really changed the design completely by going 3D, and it had some great ideas and great level designs for its time, and so much fun. It brought in loads of different power-ups that you could use, like the flying winged hat, and you'd have massive levels that you'd have to work to the top to get stars, or do different tasks to get stars to save the princess. So there was 120 stars in total, and it was actually really difficult to get all 120. And then when you get to the end with 120, you find Yoshi on top of the castle. Some of the levels were absolutely brilliant. You started off with the Bomb Battlefield. Really, I think that was the one that you get to grips of learning the mechanics of the game and how it works, and how do you do the jumps, the running, that sort of thing. And obviously it brought in a load of new characters. You have the Big Thwomp, you had King Bob-omb, and several other characters that were obviously previously in the games, with Pokey, Turtles, Mushroom, Goombas, that sort of thing, Bullet Bills, Boos. So yeah, it was a fantastic platformer, and for me the best platformer on the N64 by a country mile. It was so enjoyable, such a great game to play. Again, another one that we spent hours playing, and trying to collect all the stars. But there was the one level that stuck in your head, I always remember, and that is the snow level. And it's for a very strange reason, and I'm sure a lot of people did it. So in one of the levels, or in this level, you had to rescue the baby penguin and take it to its mum to get a star. Now, I'm sure we weren't the only ones who picked up the penguin and dropped him off the side of the map. I've seen lots of memes, I've seen lots of YouTube videos of people doing exactly that and dropping the penguin off the side of the map. We've not got any footage of us doing that.
Here we go!
So yeah, that is Super Mario 64, a bit of a bomb battlefield there. Yeah, really, really good game, some unique levels, and a really enjoyable time playing that one. So, this is the one that you've all been waiting for. At number 1, is Diddy Kong Racing. Now, Diddy Kong Racing was released in 1997, so a year after Mario Kart, sorry. So that was released a year after Mario Kart. And it brought different ideas to kart racing. So obviously Mario Kart at this time was just go-karts. Diddy Kong Racing did something different. They had go-karts, they also then had hovercrafts, and they had a plane. So it gave a unique design to kart racing games. And Diddy Kong Racing brought in characters from the designers from Rare. So you had Tip Top, you had Banjo-Kazooie, you had the Croc, Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day, and a couple more. Absolutely love the game, and it is my favourite racing kart racer to this day. And for me, it just pips Mario Kart. It's just a shame that Rare were then bought by Xbox, or bought by Microsoft, and there was never a second one released. It is long overdue. One of the best games. Certainly my favourite on the N64. I'm sure a lot of people would agree that it is a fantastic game. Let me know in the comments which one you preferred. Super Mario Kart or Diddy Kong Racing? Which was your favourite of the two? For me, it'll always be Diddy Kong Racing. I absolutely loved the game. It was such a unique game. It brought in loads of different tasks that you had to do. You had to get keys, you had to get parts of amulets and stuff to unlock different levels. You then had 3 races on each level, and then you'd also race against big baddies. So the first one being the Triceratops, racing him up the hill was always so difficult to do. You had to get it spot on right. So then you obviously get to the end and you face Wizpig. It was a great game, fantastic game. Another one, obviously, they brought in a different style to their battle mode. Let's show some footage of the game now. As you can see there, you had a bit of the racing, and then, as I'm saying, the unique style of their battle. So obviously this one showed the planes, and you had to get the eggs from the middle. stopping the dog doing something there. So you had to get the plane, get the eggs from the middle and bring them back to your nest, and then you could steal the eggs from other people's nests. And it was first to then hatch 3 eggs, completely different to what Mario Kart was doing at the time. Another absolutely truly incredible game, and I'm gutted it never released a second one. There was rumours or things out there to say that they were in development of releasing a Donkey Kong Racing to follow up from Diddy Kong Racing, but it got cancelled and never released, which is a real shame. After obviously Microsoft bought Rare, and Microsoft did okay with some of the Rare games. Some of the Rare games on the Xbox 360 are fantastic, really good. As I was saying earlier, with Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark Zero was a brilliant game. Absolutely loved it. But I think it went downhill after the Xbox 360, and not releasing a Diddy Kong Racing 2 was an absolute travesty. Really, a real shame for the game, what it could have been to run alongside Mario Kart. I think there was lots of kart races. If you watch a lot of my videos, you've seen a lot of pickups that I've had for the Wii. That there's so many kart races on the Wii, but none of them compare to what Mario Kart could do. And this was Diddy Kong Racing was the only one that really stood up to it, like really gave it a good battle, and that, it makes me wonder if Nintendo didn't take it on because of that. That they were afraid that people would prefer Diddy Kong Racing to Mario Kart. But I think having that competition is good, and it showed from the console wars over the years. Having that competition puts pressure on them to create better consoles, better games. And could Diddy Kong Racing done this to Mario Kart? I'm not saying that Mario Kart weren't some great games. Obviously, they went on to do the GameCube, and Mario Kart Double Dash is one of people's favourites. People love it. One of people's favourite Mario Karts of all time. But could it have been improved? Could it have been better if it had something to compete against with the quality of Diddy Kong Racing? Because it certainly didn't have the competition, or the good competition, when it went to the Wii, with some of these Wii games that you may have seen on my channel that I've shown. Some of them are absolutely terrible, really poor imitations of kart races trying to compete with Mario Kart. So that is my top 10. What would be your top 10? Would you have anything different? I know people will probably have Zelda. It's not a game that I ever played growing up, and still yet to this day I've got Zelda games, I've still not played them. So I will definitely have to pick up and play a Zelda game and see what I think. I know it's a franchise that people love. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what would be in your top 10. Do you agree with any of mine? Hit that like button if you've enjoyed the video today, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm currently collecting a full PAL Wii set. So join me for the journey for that. There is several more videos to come on the channel, and some rare ones coming over the next a week or so. So hit that subscribe button, and as always, don't forget to create your world of gaming.